Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Robin from RbnVids with a promo analysis for Season 3. It's the 4th promo so far, and I mean, it really has a lot to do with Star's emotions, and I mean, the whole dynamic with Marco. So, for this analysis, I'm really going to go in order of how the promo went. And I'm going to be quoting a lot of characters. So, the first image it shows is this image. And Star says, "I've caused a lot of trouble this summer," which is very true. Then Marco kind of recaps what has happened, with Ludo, Whispering Spell, and Toffee, which is basically stuff we already knew, so there's nothing to really analyze there. Now, this next image, Star says, "Marco, I need a longer goodbye." And I'm going to talk about what this image shows first. So, the word goodbye, I mean, instead of putting BY, it puts an I. I mean, maybe it's because it's like goodbye with like an I. But maybe it has stuff to do with the all-seeing eye, or maybe it's just representing Star's emotions, because this eye does cry into a puddle that says, "Be a better princess." So I think her motives to become a better princess are from being upset with Marco, about Marco, and basically what Star means by telling Marco that she needs a longer goodbye, I mean, when she said goodbye to him in Star Quest, she wasn't really expecting to see him so soon, and she really needs more time to get over him. It's basically what she wants right now. And then, I mean, so she can put her focus into becoming a better princess, to kind of, take that focus away from her feelings on Marco, which is really something that's very in her character. I mean, she really puts aside her problems and tries to stall them by putting her focus in something else. We've seen it before with Star a lot, and I mean, if this is true, if what this promo is saying is correct, that means Marco does go back to Earth, which would make a lot of sense, not only because, I mean, Jackie's there and Jackie can't go to Muni, but also, I'm bringing it up again, Silver Ball, I mean, a lot of people are saying, Marco's not there, it can't be past time. But, I mean, what this promo is saying, yes, Marco's not, okay. So people are basically saying, because Marco's not there, it can't be a present time scene. But, I mean, this promo is showing that he does go back to Earth, which would give room for Silver Ball to happen. Then we see Eclipsa and Star just having a girl-to-girl conversation. Eclipsa says, "I might have some self-control issues," and Star agrees with her and says, "Yeah, me too," but she sounds like she's crying. So, I mean, Star's emotions. Apparently, Eclipsa's someone she can talk to. She's really just looking for someone to talk to, like she says later in the promo about wanting a friend. She's really putting her trust in Eclipsa too, which is like so surprising, and I'm so excited to see scenes with them actually talking. Apparently they have a lot in common, and I mean, we already know that their magic is really similar from the season 2 episode Baby, but also, I mean, what this image shows, it has a Eclipsa and a crystal, no shock there, but it also shows Star and a crystal to represent, like, the similarities and between them. So is this saying that Eclipsa isn't as evil as she seems and she really is good? We want to believe it, but, or is it saying that Star has darkness inside of her? So then Moon cuts in and she says, if you wait to find out the truth for yourself, it will be too late. I think Moon is really trying to give advice to Star, and I mean, obviously Star doesn't think Eclipse is evil, but Moon truly does. And what she says, she's obviously referring to her own experiences. Moon trusted Eclipsa, and, you know, she got those dark magic in her body, and I mean, Moon definitely really regrets trusting Eclipse, and she just really doesn't want Star to make the same mistake. And then Star says, I'm going to need some answers. And it shows this image, and Moon says, a lot of things have changed, but the most important thing is still the same. Eclipsa is evil, Star. So Moon really believes that there is no good in Eclipsa, and she's really trying to convince Star that she's evil. Then it shows Tom and Star, and Tom quotes, and you're here being the best princess you can be, and he's holding out his hand to her. And I mean, the lettering, what it says on Tom is inspiring, like 3 times, and it says best princess on Star. So Tom is really inspiring Star to be her best self, and he's really just being there for her, and that's what she's looking for, you know, throughout this promo. You know, I'm again gonna reference to her saying she wants a friend and just someone there for her, and it seems like Tom is being this person and being that person in this image. Yeah, that brings me to, I mean, Silver Ball again. You know, maybe it's not so surprising that Star actually enjoys dancing with Tom if it is present time. And I mean, you know, this line, this quote, and this line in this image is from, like, present time season 3, because throughout the promo, Star talks about, you know, it's time to become a better princess, and that's obviously present time. So Tom saying that, I mean, and you're here being the best princess you can be, could not be a past time quote. Then this image shatters as Ponyhead says, you are too messed up on this boy. And I mean, our first thought is, whoa, is she talking about Tom? No, she's obviously talking about, most likely, Marco. Because, I mean, Star, she's just messed up over him. She really needs someone there for her, like what she says, what I really need is a friend. And this image shows, and this is actually the thing I've been referencing to. Yeah, she just really needs someone there for her, because Marco is her best friend. And, I mean, there's so much negativity around that subject going on for her. She's just losing her mind, getting messed up over it. And, an audio clip plays back from Star Crushed, of Marco saying, "You're my best friend." And, I mean, these images have these green vines, like, coming into the picture. And, I mean, we all know that green for Star is because of her negative emotions. I think all the times she's had green negative emotions, it's because something, you know, is wrong with Marco, or something negative relating to Marco. So obviously, like, it's really just, her feelings for Marco is really just destroying her. So then we see, you know, the spell book, and Star says, "Something's wrong. I've kept the remains of the spell book they found in the monster temple." So I'm not really sure what could be wrong with the spell book, but my guess would have to be maybe since Eclipsa has awoken Soa for spells, so they've become more irresistible to Star. Like, the pull for the spells have become more irresistible. Because, I mean, in Page Turner, Star didn't really show much of an interest in the spellbook, but maybe since Eclipsa's alive, you know, or awoken now, so for spells a bit more. And then it shows this next image, and it says, "Call me villainess." I don't really know whose voice it is. I couldn't tell if it was Eclipsa's, but, if it is, I mean, we want to believe Eclipsa's good. We want to trust her, but, like, at the same time, you just can't. Like, she's Eclipsa. We don't know yet. So, I mean, I can't help but doubt Eclipsa's motives right now. And then Star says, "This is your last chance," and she holds up her wand. The camera focus is in on her wand, and this image shows, okay, so it shows her wand with a green and purple portal in the background. And it says, "What's calling Star?" It doesn't say who's calling Star. It says, "What's calling Star?" So, I mean, it's not someone calling out to her. It's what's calling Star. Now, I have two scenarios of what this could be about. The first one is just an option, and the second one is the one I believe. So, I mean, it could be having something similar to do with possession, you know, like with Ludo, maybe Eclipsa's, I mean, inside her wand or something, since it's showing it, and maybe she's, like, in the spellbook, I don't know. But, yeah, that's, like, the first option I came up with, but the second one is really the one I believe. So, this portal has two colors in it. It's purple, which is Eclipse's color, and green, which is Star's negative emotions, which we have seen throughout this promo. So we have seen this green swirl before, and that was in Bon Bon, when Marco and Jackie walked into the graveyard while Star was fighting Ludo, and she saw Marco and Jackie and her spell turned from pink to green, which is another example of her negative emotions creating dark magic. And this portal really does resemble the inside of this image, and the outside resembles whenever someone gets possessed while looking at Eclipse's chapter. And kind of this portal, it's not a swirl, but it's just a border of a portal, surrounds them, just like in this image. So what is that saying? I believe it's saying Eclipse's spells, and Eclipse is the entrance into Star's inner darkness for Star. So, I mean, what is calling Star? Darkness itself is calling Star. She's getting tempted by darkness. She's getting, she's falling into darkness because of all that's going on. And, I mean, all the stuff with Marco, I really think that is what this means. And then Jana comes in and says, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. So not only Moon is trying to help Star out and give her advice, but so is Jana. And Jana could be referring to, Star questioning the book, or looking into if Eclipse is really evil or not. And then, this first segment of the promo ends, and it shows, the cover. And I don't know if this is news to you guys, but it's news to me that it's starting at 8 p.m. When it premieres. And then after it shows this for a few seconds, Star says, I can do with what I want. And I mean, this obviously is in Star's character, because she always runs blindly into things without a plan, going against people's advice, like Moon's and Jana's, to find out what she wants to know anyways. I mean, does that mean that she does keep looking for the answers and she completely ignores their advice, and maybe that's what causes her to fall into darkness, because she wasn't careful enough? So I mean, yeah, that's that's all I have for this crazy breakdown of a promo. Is Star really going to go dark? I kind of hope so, because it would be like really interesting to the story. But I mean, like, at the same time, obviously you don't, I don't know, talk with me down in the comments below. And I mean, give me a like if you liked this analysis, because it really helps me out. And then subscribe to stay tuned for my next series. So, bye, see you later.